What's going on, guys? I'm Jay the Black. Shout out to everyone that's tuning in. I want to talk about a story that was brought to my attention recently by a subscriber. Shout out to you. And it's of a woman who was a single mother, 29 years old, who went missing and has been missing since, I believe, late January. And the last time she was seen was at a gas station in Anderson, South Carolina. For those of you who's not very familiar with the South Carolina map, okay, is far west of the state of South Carolina. It's near the Georgia border, and that's where she is last seen. But when I looked at the story and read up on it, there's a lot going on here, and I have my theories, and I will get into those theories. But I will say this. She did not leave her children behind. I refuse to believe that. Her ex or baby's father, her youngest child's baby's father, said that she just was following him. Next thing he knows, she just ended up just doing a right turn and just getting out of there. That's what he says. I don't believe that. I don't believe that whatsoever. That doesn't make any sense. Why would this woman one day be living her life, taking care of her children, and then up and disappear? First off, the financial aspect of just walking out on your family is major. And two, no woman who's 29 is going to leave the life she's been building for herself behind. For what? To go into hiding? To go live another life? You know, I don't know if any of you have seen pictures of her, but she does stand out a bit. You know, she stands out a bit. So I don't know if she's going to be able to hide, you know, in plain sight like that. I mean, it could happen, but it's been, almost 2 months. So I don't believe the boyfriend or the ex-boyfriend when he talks about how this female just, you know, they exchanged the child. They was supposed to follow him, and then she just got out of there. I don't believe that whatsoever. And we're going to get into why I don't believe that whatsoever and why I believe that she may not be coming home. And it might be due to someone that she already knows. So let's get into the story. This has not gone viral. You know what's funny? Everybody is so upset at pro athletes like a Deshaun Watson or some other black man with money. They will focus their attention on that and not the fact that black girls are going missing all over the country, but no one seems to care. The only time they care is when a Caucasian chick goes missing. Then they can say, oh, well, what about this female that went missing? Y'all didn't care about that black girl going missing until all the news outlets paid more attention to the Caucasian woman that was missing. See, we can't selectively care about who goes missing, because a lot of you should have sent me this story when it first happened. Now, again, maybe I should have been on it, but I didn't really hear about this. I'm being real with you. I didn't. It wasn't like I was purposely ignoring it, because I wasn't. So let's get into it. It's been just over a month since Alexis Ware was last seen in South Carolina. Her family says it's very unusual for the 29-year-old mother of two to be out of touch with them for this long. Coming from a big family, Alexis has a lot of people worried about her, including her mother, Alberta Gray Simpkins, her stepfather, Frank Simpkins Sr. She would never go this long without her kids, Alberta told Dateline. She's always had her kids with her. She's always calling me all day long, like it's gonna be unusual if we weren't 2 days without talking to each other. Alexis' younger half-brother, Travis, told Dateline that he's been worried too. She has always been supportive, kind. She's just always been the person that wants to help everyone, Travis said. Everything that came with being a big sister, that was her. She's always supported me in my career, always encouraged me. Alexis is a hairstylist who loves fashion and doing makeup. Alexis has a great personality. Alberta said she had several appointments set up to do photo shoots. She wants to do Instagram modeling. She was going to build her platform with that. That's a very popular niche, it seems. And that's what she was going to do. But before she could make it to those appointments, Alexis disappeared. Alberta told Dateline that during the last weekend of January, Alexis had been hanging out with the family all weekend long. It wasn't the Alexis that we're used to, Alberta said. I knew that something was going on with her. Something was freaking her out. During the family weekend, Alberta said her daughter was crying about her upcoming 30th birthday. She said stuff like she didn't feel like she was going to make it to see her birthday, Alberta told Dateline. Alberta thought this was very out of character because Alexis has always gone all out for her birthday. That's big for her. Where, months in advance, she got her birthday outfit together. She would have her shoes together, how she's going to style her hair. But this year, Alberta says she hadn't done anything. Alberta told Dateline that late Saturday night, January 29th, Alexis talked about being followed. She sat here and cried. She wasn't telling me exactly what's going on. Alberta said it's like she knew something was going on. She felt like something was going to happen to her. The next day, Alexis Ware vanished. Now, again, we don't know everything, the full story, but this is why we have to communicate with family members. We have to communicate with people. We can't bottle up the things that are going on with us. I can see if it's a situation where it was just maybe a disagreement with someone, or maybe you felt like you didn't get something done on time. But if you're being followed, you think that somebody wants to do harm to you, you have to make sure that people know, so that if something happens to you, they will know what happened. But if you're telling people that you're being followed, you're going to have to be more specific. You're going to have to be more specific. And that lets me know that whatever's going on with her has gone on with her before. But maybe it had gotten to a point where something bad was going to happen. That's why I don't believe that this woman would just leave her life behind to start a new one. This woman clearly was in distress, but she didn't even want to tell her own mother. That's because she trusted her, but she didn't trust her to. I think a lot of times, us as individuals, especially us in the Black community, we tend to hold on to things that are happening to us because we don't want to be seen as weak. When we don't want to be seen as weak and in need of help, we won't say nothing, even though we're going through things. Now, I came across a photo on Facebook. I'm not going to put it here. I might put it on the website. There's a photo of her where she has like a bloody face. And apparently her ex-boyfriend had done that to her youngest child, I believe. Now, there could have been a domestic situation where she was dealing with one of these clingy males that don't know how to let a woman go. They don't want to see that woman with nobody else, so they hang on like they can't get another woman. You do have that goes on. All right? But if something's bothering you, you need to tell somebody. You can't just hold on to that stuff, because if something happens, nobody's going to know. She left around noon that Sunday, and then I called her to check on her around 3. Alberta told Dateline, I saw that she was laying in her bed because I did a video chat. She answered right away, and she was laying on her bed taking a nap. A few hours later, Alberta says she got a call from the father of Alexis' youngest child around 7:30 p.m. Interesting. Alberta knew right away something was wrong. He asked me, have I spoke with her? And he was explaining that they had met at a gas station. She gave him the children. But Alberta said it was because of the way they parted ways that caused him to have some concern. Alberta told Dateline that after getting gas, Alexis planned on following him to his mother's home before heading back to Alberta's house. Instead, after giving him the kids, Alberta said she actually shot around him with the high rate of speed and made a quick right at a red light and took off from there. Does that really listen? I know that strange things can happen, but do any of you believe that? But let's continue. Alberta said the father of Alexis' youngest child told her that he tried calling her but couldn't get a hold of her, so after a few tries, he called Alberta. Alberta tried calling Alexis herself, but the call went straight to voicemail. The last known sighting of Alexis Ware is at a 7-Eleven gas station off Highway 29 in Anderson on January 30th, 2022. The family grew more concerned on Monday, January 31st, when Alexis still hadn't gotten in touch. On Tuesday, February 1st, Alberta's sister filed a police report that Alexis was missing. When asked if there were any security footage from the gas station, Alberta told Dateline they actually showed us the footage of the meeting in the 7-Eleven parking lot. Nothing seemed out of the norm at all. Nothing looked suspicious or anything, until of course she reportedly sped off. Alexis' stepfather Frank told Dateline that the father of Alexis' youngest child proceeded home from the gas station and went to work the following day. His alibi and everything checked out with the detectives. Frank said we made all types of efforts to find out where she may have gone to or whatever, and all of our leads have come up empty-handed. A few days later, Alexis' red Honda Accord was found in McCormick, South Carolina, around 30 miles south of Anderson. All of her belongings were still left in the vehicle: her cell phone, her daughter's cell phone, her purse, her identification. Frank said there were also a bag of clothes found in the trunk. Alexis' mother and stepfather think it's odd that Alexis would be in McCormick area. She lives in Greenville, South Carolina. Alberta began to say when Frank finished her sentence, which is 30 minutes opposite of Anderson. They said Alexis did not have friends or family in McCormick and had no ties to the area that they knew. The McCormick County Sheriff's Office posted a statement from the sheriff on February 9th that a search was conducted of the surrounding area where Alexis' car was found. They joined almost 10 other agencies to execute a grid search of the 222 acres of land at or near around the vehicle Alexis where it was discovered. Despite the help of over 35 law enforcement personnel and their K-9 teams, air support via helicopter, there were no trace of Alexis. This was truly a unified event with all having the same purpose of finding Alexis Ware. The sheriff's statement read, "Please know that while the search ended with negative results, our focus and search continued until Alexis is found and reunited with her family." I'm gonna leave a link to this because I don't want to read too much in it, but I think y'all got the gist of everything that's going on. This is a sad story, man, and you know the search is going to continue. Me making this video is just to put the word out here so more people speak on it. I've done this before, and I could do it again because I actually care. I'm not out here fake caring. I'm a human being. I have black women in my family. If somebody went missing, I would want them to be found as well. And this story just does not sit well with me whatsoever, which is why I'm doing this video. And it's clear to me that something is going on here that we don't know. Whatever happened, it definitely was planned. I don't know if it was planned on her side or somebody else's side, but this was definitely planned because the fact that no one's been able to find her lets you know that this situation was planned. It's just a matter of who planned it. It's just a matter of, did she do this purposely or did somebody else do it? And they already knew what they were going to do. Hopefully the family gets the closure. Either she's alive or she's not. I just think that there are circumstances going on. I think that there are people who are close to her and it needs to be looked into. I think the children's father definitely need to be looked into. I don't think they need to be ruled out whatsoever because I've seen cases like this even recently Years ago, even now, it's always the person's closest to that person that has the most to do with their demise. And we're gonna find that out. And that person, if anything happened to her, you're gonna get caught. It always happens. And let me tell you something right now, especially about the policing in South Carolina. Those guys are very good at their job. Now, they may not have been able to find anything now, but they will. So let me know in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts. Make sure you like this video and share it. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And I'll see y'all on the next one.